Right, let's start with that story. Bail has not heard Bail has not been heard for one of the suspects arrested for the violent attack and robbery of world-renowned Ndebele artist Esther Mahlangu in her home last month. Simon Skosana made his second appearance in court this morning. He's now opted to get legal aid. He faces charges of robbery, assault, theft of a firearm and cash. eNCA's Heidi Giokos is following that story and she joins us now live. Heidi, just give us an update of what happened in court today.
Yes, indeed. Maseko, accused number one, which is Simon Skosana, appeared briefly here in the court. And the reason for this, the brief appearance, was because he is now seeking legal aid. During his first appearance, where he indicated to the court that he would be representing himself and he required no legal aid and he would not be present with a legal team. This, of course, brought about the delay to say today that he rather opted for legal aid. So now the attorney that has been assigned to his case needs to understand the merits of the matter and understand why he believes he deserves to be granted bail. Simon Skosana is facing Schedule 6 offence. He is accused of robbing and physically attacking Gogo Esther Mahlangu and breaking into her house, stealing an undisclosed amount of money as well as a firearm, and then selling it to accused number two, which the matter has been separated from Simon Skosana. What's going to be interesting here is how Simon Skosana's legal team is going to motivate why he deserves to be granted bail. He's facing a Schedule 6 offence, therefore he needs to provide exceptional circumstances and reasons as to why he should be granted bail. For example, should he be a flight risk, he needs to prove why he will not be a flight risk. If he is granted bail, if he's released into the community, he will not be a threat to the community and also a threat to Gogo Esther Mahlangu or any other community member in this area. So we know that that is going to happen on the 26th of April, where a formal bail application will be heard. There is some issue here with the recording system at the courts, and the National Prosecuting Authority here hoping that that will be sorted out before the 26th of May, due to the fact that it is a Schedule 6 offence and that needs to be recorded and not written down, which is what has been happening in this court because the recording devices have not been working for some time.
Heidi, do you have an update on how Gogo Esther is doing?
Yes, indeed, Maseko. We were actually planning to go and see her today at her house, but we were advised by the family not to do so as she is not doing too well. We were told that she's trying her very best to recover from this attack, but one can imagine somebody that's in her 80s that was so violently attacked and strangled to a point where she became unconscious. She's literally living in fear. Previously, when we engaged with the family and also got a chance to speak to Gogo Esther Mahlangu off camera, she did indicate that she is living in fear. And the reason for this is because there has been no additional security measures that have been provided to her and her house since the attack. And we do know that the Premier's office did indicate that they are waiting for a report to show what more needs to be done with regards to security measures that need to be taken at her home. However, that has not yet happened, and her family has indicated that they are very worried about this, because as much as the community members, her family and loved ones come over to check up on her, it's not that simple, because she needs security there 24/7. She's very scared, she's fearful, she doesn't know what could possibly happen, so she's appealing to the community and to the provincial government to understand her fears and perhaps provide security, even if it's just temporary security for now, so that she can feel safe again and not be constantly watching over her. So she didn't appear in court today as she was not feeling too great, and her family has advised her not to do so, perhaps later on when trial commences.